Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another weekly wears video. And if this is your first time finding this channel, my name is Gerard, and on this channel we talk about all things fragrances. So if that is content that you think you want to see more of, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you are updated whenever I upload something new. I am going to get right into it, starting with Sunday's fragrance. Scent I wore is Bazaro Pour Homme Low. Barbershop Fougere, but with a ton of mouth-watering, bright citrus. So good. This is probably one of my favorite cheapies ever. Has this oak moss feel, so it's a little bit old school feeling, a little bit vintage fragrance type feel. It is so well done. It's really well balanced. It's for a mature guy, but I think a younger guy could pull this off as well. There's like little to no sweetness here. You're just gonna get a ton of bright, again, mouth-watering citrus that's super addictive. Smells really masculine and classy. You can wear this pretty much in any situation. Perfect for the office. Really ideal for the spring and summer months, but even on colder days, I find myself wanting to reach for this one because it is so uplifting and just mood enhancing. Love this stuff, and for the money, you cannot beat it. Bazaro Pour Homme Low. On Monday, I reached for this one, and really an underrated one from the house. Scent I am talking about is Burberry Brit For Him. It's a woody, spicy men's fragrance with a rose note that is really well done, super smooth. And this one has surprising performance as well. This lasted quite a while on my skin with decent projection. It has this sophisticated way about it. It's a little bit powdery, really nice florals. It's a masculine take on floral, and it is different than anything that you're gonna smell today. It has a uniqueness to it. When I say today, I mean more current fragrances, more signature sort of worthy scents. This could be signature worthy if you want to smell a little different. You don't want to smell like everyone else. This is an early 2000s release, so it doesn't necessarily smell dated. It just lacks the sweetness. It's not a blue fragrance, but it is a woody spicy with that rose, and that rose makes this scent. I love how they do it here. I love how they use it. Incredible fragrance overall, really good performance, and super slept on in my opinion. You can find this one pretty much at a lot of the rack stores, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. It does pop up from time to time, but you can definitely get this on the cheap from online discounters. I will be sure to link it down below. Burberry Brit For Him. This next one is really hyped for being a super inexpensive fragrance that smells much more expensive, even niche level to some. Scent I am talking about is Noir Sport from Lalique. This has a darkness to it with also a clean undertone. Really nice atomizer as well. Beautiful vetiver scent. I absolutely love this stuff. Super earthy. Has, again, those clean aspects to it. It's woody. It's smoky. Great performer. I wore this on a super rainy day. I don't know. There's something I associate with the rain and vetiver fragrances. It's what I tend to reach for. And I think it's just that earthiness, that sort of wet ground earth, a little bit smoky, again, from those woods and the vetiver here. Incredible scent. It has a darkness to it, as I said. So you have to like heavy, dark scents. This does have also some aquatic aspects to it too, and it's a little bit bright with some citrus up top. But the original Noir is a much darker scent. This lightens things up a bit, makes it a little bit more wearable in more situations, more versatile. But if you like vetiver, I recommend you checking out this scent. Again, another inexpensive fragrance that's pretty easy to find. Noir Sport. So last week I did a first impressions video of this next fragrance that I wore on Wednesday. Scent I am talking about, and I do not have a bottle, but I do have a decant thanks to my friend Corey, is Mancera's Red Tobacco. Now, this scent, where do I start? At the beginning, it was a near scrubber for me. I was considering scrubbing it off. It was very strong. After I had finished filming, I reapplied because I wore it as my scent of the day. And I sat at my computer to get some work done, and it was overwhelming, to be honest. And I'm spraying from a decant. Not a lot of juice comes out of this. I didn't really overspray in any way because I knew that opening was pretty strong, which for me is a massive sort of red flag turn off to me. I'm not the type to wait for a fragrance to get good. I think it should be good from start to finish. Now, you might not like the opening to some degree. There might be things that stand out to you as not being your favorite, but when it's almost unwearable because it's so strong, or there's something chemical smelling or medicinal, that's what I was getting. But I will say, once I gave it a few minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes to settle down, this gets really incredible, which is so disappointing because I love the dry down of this. Tobacco, it has this vanillic ambery quality to it. It's not super sweet. It's just sort of, they reined it in terms of the sweetness. I can't imagine what the intense version of this smells like. I know some of you guys had mentioned it in the comments of that video. I am aware the intense has been released. I have not tried that one, obviously. Smooth tobacco scent does that beautifully. It does it really well. There are better scents than this, though, in my opinion, that are close to it in terms of what they do. That slight resins, perfect for cold weather. Something like Carlisle. I would prefer Carlisle from Parfums de Marly over this. But nonetheless, I understand why people like this one. It's just not for me. It's not going to be a full bottle for me. But I do like the dry down quite a bit. Great performance in terms of projection. Longevity was just a little over average. It was nothing crazy. It lasted all day. It lasted 7 or 8 hours on me. So, but the projection, wild projection for like 2 or 3 hours. Mancera's Red Tobacco. So this next one, this was a scent that was sent to me by a subscriber, and I really appreciate this scent because it's something different and it's inexpensive, which again, you can appreciate that. Scent I'm talking about is Black Soul Imperial from Ted Lapidus. Now this scent is a woody spicy. At its heart, great atomizer with some sweetness, well-balanced sweetness at that. It's a grown-up sweetness. It's rounded out with this leather and coffee note. And I do pick up a good amount of that leather, but it's also a casual scent, in my opinion, for a more mature guy. Maybe you got some grays in your beard like me, some in your hair. This is gonna be one of those fragrances that's a little bit more laid back. It's a little bit more fun for a more mature guy. I think for the price, its uniqueness, a little bit of sweetness that they add into this, along with that leather and that coffee, a little bit of a powdery quality. It's an interesting scent. I think a lot of you guys would like this one. Almost has a slight grape accord to me, like fruity grape. That doesn't last long. It's more in the opening, and then it settles down. So great performer, fantastic performance from this. So really, it checks a lot of boxes for me. Yeah, definitely one that you guys might want to check out, especially for the price you can find this. I will link it down below. Black Soul Imperial from Ted Lapidus. So this next one was my latest rack store pickup. You guys can go watch that video. When you're done watching this video, scent I'm talking about is Bazaro Wanted. Now this one, clean, fresh, spicy with a fruitiness and super masculine. Again, in that video, I described it as sort of a shave foam fougere type scent. And that's still what I get, but it is clean in that sense, but fruity. And a lot of you guys made a lot of great points in the comments of that video. My question mainly was, why was this so underrated? Why was this overlooked when you're considering other fragrances from this particular line of fragrances? The Wanted line, Wanted by Night, gets far more love, which actually I just picked up a 50 ml from Macy's for 100 ml from Macy's for $50, which is essentially half the price. And I've tried that scent before and I liked it. I just never had added it to the collection. That's the right price. In my opinion, it's the right price to add it. So if that sale is still going on, go check it out. That one gets far more love than this. The Most Wanted gets far more love than this. The only one that really hasn't gotten more love than others in the line is the Parfum. That one was sort of hit or miss for a lot of people, the Most Wanted Parfum. But this one, again, I still feel like it's overlooked. But you guys brought up great points, like it coming out as the same time as something like an Invictus Aqua, which, yeah, I can see that sort of maybe people preferring that over this. But me personally, I would probably prefer this over that because I think this scent has more depth than the Invictus. I think that this one, again, because of those qualities, having those sort of essential signature qualities to it with that added fruitiness, sort of to bring it to current day modern times, I find that to be more interesting. I'm more apt to wear fragrances like that. So, and then overall the performance, you guys want to know about the performance. It lasted all day. I got really great projection and everyone in my house liked this one. When I had them smell it, they all enjoyed it. So great scent overall, and one that you guys definitely should check out if you are a fan of the Wanted line. Don't overlook this one. Bazaro Wanted. Finally, on Saturday, I revisited a scent. I don't have the bottle here, but I wore it as my scent of the day. I went and tested it and sprayed it on and wore it the whole day. Scent I'm talking about is Explorer Platinum. Now, I had done a short on this particular fragrance, and maybe I'll pop that in here. Hey guys, so I finally got around to trying out Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum Edition, and this thing has been getting a ton of hype, more so from fragrance YouTubers. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't that impressed. It definitely smells synthetic, smelled a little bit cheap to me. It's redundant. It smells a lot like Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce, or even Mont Blanc's very own Legend, just not done as well as those two fragrances. So this is not one that I would be rushing out to grab. Definitely test this one if you have an opportunity to do so. It is available at Macy's. It's also available on Jomashop on discount. I'll be sure to link it here. Let me know your experience with Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. Am I way off base here? Let me know in the comment section. Follow for more. For me, this fragrance did not live up to the hype, and it was hyped. It ended up in the hands of a lot of influencers, a lot of YouTubers. I saw it on Instagram. So Mont Blanc did a fantastic job of marketing this scent. What I don't think they did a good job at was making a good scent. This was probably if I had to put my worst release of 2023, it's this. The opening is not good. It's really unpleasant at the opening. I get sort of a stale spice. It smells foul on my skin when I first spray this on. That does subside. It does sort of taper off and it gets better. But it reminds me of other things. It's uninspired. I got some criticism for saying this reminded me of other things from this particular. It reminded me of Fierce from Abercrombie & Fitch. It reminded me of even Mont Blanc's own Legend. So that is still how I feel. It reminds me of those things, just with more spice. But it doesn't do it as well as those other fragrances, not even close. So yeah, for me, and performance is the only redeeming quality of this scent. Incredible performance in terms of projection. Longevity was about average, but projection was just fantastic. I could smell it coming off of me most of the day. So from that standpoint, it really great performer for a mid-level designer like this one. However, the scent, very synthetic smelling to me. My initial thoughts on this scent have not changed. So it's just, I guess, kind of validation that, you know, I like to revisit things. If you guys think I'm wrong about something, then I like to maybe try it again and see, did I miss something? But no, I still feel the same way. This definitely reminds me of those fragrances, and it's just not very good. So wore it on Saturday, Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. That's all I have today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your weekly rotation was. Always love hearing what you guys are wearing. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.